Okay, we're in Yaakov. This is Berachot. This section is called God's Anger Lasts an Instant. Rabbi Yochanan says in the name of Rabbi Yoshi, how do you know that you should not appease someone when he is angry? For it says, my presence will go, and I will do according to your will. Exodus 33:14. The Holy One, blessed be he, said to Moshe, don't try to appease me now. Wait until my angry face passes, then I will do according to your will. The Gemara asks, is anger an attribute of the Holy One, blessed be he? The Gemara answers, yes, for we have learned, it says, God is angry every single day. Psalms 7, verse 12. And how long does this anger last? An instant. And how long is an instant? Only 58,888th part of an hour. And no human being has ever been able to pinpoint that instant, except the wicked Balaam, about whom it says, he knows the knowledge of the highest one. Numbers 24, verse 16. How can this be true? He could not even figure out what his animal wanted. Then how could he know the knowledge of the Most High? So what does this mean? It comes to teach us that Balaam knew how to pinpoint the exact instant in which the Holy One, blessed be he, gets angry. And this is what the prophet meant when he said to Israel, my people, remember what Balak, the king of Moab, plotted against you, and what Balaam, the son of Beor, answered him. And you will recognize the righteous acts of God. Micha 6:5. What does this mean? Rabbi Elazar says, the Holy One, blessed be he, said to Israel, you should know how many righteous acts I performed for you by not being angry in the days when the wicked Balaam wanted to curse you. For I had allowed that latent instant of anger to emerge, not a single remnant would have been left of Israel. And this is what Balaam meant when he said to Balak, how can I pronounce a curse if God will not grant a curse? How can I pronounce a curse if God will not grant a curse? What divine wrath can I conjure if God will not be angry? Numbers 23, verse 8. This teaches us that God was not angry all these days, that Balaam wanted to curse Israel. And how long does his anger last? A moment. And how long is a moment? Rav Avin says, as long as it takes to say the word rega, moment. And how do you know that he is angry for only one moment? Because it says, for his anger endures only for a moment, rega, but his favor is for a lifetime. Psalms 30, verse 6. Or if you wish, you may infer it from the following verse. Hide for just a moment until the anger passes. Isaiah 26, verse 20. And when is he angry? Abaye said, during the first 3 hours of the day, when the comb of the rooster is white and it stands on one leg, that is when that is when the moment of anger occurs. The Gemara asks, but the rooster stands like that all the time. The Gemara answers, at other times it has red streaks in its white comb, but during this time in the morning, when it is the moment of anger, it does not have any red streaks. There was a heretic in the neighborhood of Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi who used to annoy him very much with his spurious interpretations of various verses, since he did not recognize the oral Torah. One day, Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi decided that he wanted to curse him, and in order for that curse to take effect, he would have to pinpoint the moment of God's anger. So he took a rooster and placed it in between the legs of his bed and watched it, thinking that as soon as he saw the sign, he would curse the heretic. And when the moment arrived, he was dozing. When he woke up, he said, we learn from this that it is not right to do this, to curse people, even though Rabbi Yehoshua did not do it for his own honor, but for the honor of the Torah. For it says, his mercies are on all his works. Psalm 145, verse 9. And it also says, it is not good for a righteous person to punish others. Proverbs 17, verse 26. We learned in the name of Rabbi Meir, why is the moment of anger in the morning? At the time when the sun rises, and all the kings of the east and the west put their crowns on their heads and bowed down to the sun, the Holy One, blessed be he, becomes angry. Rabbi Yochanan further says in the name of Rabbi Yoshi, one feeling of remorse that a person brings on by himself is better than many lashings, for it says, she, that is Israel, will run after her lovers, meaning other gods, until she will finally say, I will go and return to my first husband, which is God. For then I fared better than now. Hosea 2, verse 9. The verse praises the self-induced feeling of remorse. Reish Lakish says, self-reproach is better than 100 lashings, for it says, a rebuke enters deeper into the heart of one who understands than 100 stripes into a fool. Proverbs 17, verse 10.